welcome to this week's edition of the Dakota Angler 2-Minute Fishing Report. Well, it seems like Mother Nature definitely turned off the faucet after our rain that we had in the latter part of June with all the flooding because we can't buy a drop around here, and we are definitely dry, to say the least. A lot of fields have been harvested already, which I'm sure a lot of farmers are happy about, and also the pheasant hunters as well. But we could use the moisture, and it doesn't look like we're going to see much anytime soon. But the other thing that really impacted the bite, and the dry weather really didn't impact the bite, but the wind did, and that's really helped dry things out around the area even more. But again, the wind kept some people off the lakes, and you know, with the onset of pheasant season, a lot of people have put away their boats and pulled out the shotgun. But again, you can't beat this time of year when you're talking about, let's say, fishing in the morning, pheasant hunting in the afternoon, or vice versa. I mean, it's just a great time of year. As far as the walleye bite is concerned around the area, up in the northeastern part of the state, the lakes that produce walleye this included Bitter, Waubay, and those two have been the main lakes off and on throughout the entire summer. A lot of smaller fish being caught. I think you can have a little bit better quality up at Waubay. Other lakes included Opitz, Goose, Dry Lake by Clark, and also Dry Lake by Florence, Blue Dog, Drywood, a few being caught at Reed, Big Stone, Indian Springs, as well as Lynn and Midland. Down the southeastern part of the state, the lakes that included that produce walleyes included Dry Lake by Willow Lake, Thompson, Ponset, and those two lakes started turning on a little bit more. And then also Whitewood, Henry, a few being caught at Sinai, 81 Ponds, Madison, Brant, Vermilion, and then also Twin Lakes. And remember, Twin is a trophy lake, and if you want to catch walleyes, that's the place to go if you don't mind throwing them back. Now, what are guys doing to catch the walleyes on area lakes? A lot of people are snap jigging. Whether or not you're throwing the Acme Hyper Rattle or the Rapala Jigging Rap, they're all working quite well. Other people are throwing jigs and swim baits, especially split tails. That's been working well. And then a few others are still pulling crankbaits, such as the Hornets or even the Shad Raps that are working well. So again, looking for those active fish. The main story this week, and continues to be the past couple of weeks, has been Oahe. If you're looking for a trophy walleye, that is the place to be if you have the boat to handle the wind and the rough water. If guys that are pulling crankbaits, coming away with 10, 12, 14-pound walleyes and just tanks of fish, to say the least. The main two baits that people have been using have been, one day it's been the Reapers from Walleye Nation, and the next day it's been the Deep Bandits. Also, you throw in once in a while the Deep Hit Sticks. All three of those baits have been producing, but we have the best selection of Bandits or Reapers that you can find anyplace else. Over 80 Bandits on hand right here. So again, make sure you stop in that store and stock up, or order them online at dakotaangler.com. Now, the perch bite around the area, that's kind of tapering off, not due to the perch bite decreasing. It's just that the number of people going out looking for them have decreased a little bit. The lakes that produce perch included Big Stone, all the dry lakes, such as Dry Lake at Clark, Florence, and Dry Lake. At Willow Lake, and then also Waubay, Whitewood, 81 Ponds, Thompson, Ponset, Sinai, and then also Madison. Now, what people have been doing to catch the perch? Really, again, nothing special. Drop chain lures have worked well with wax worms and small minnows, and then also you have any type of tungsten lure underneath a bobber. So again, that's your recipe for success. In this week's edition of Todd's Tackle Tips, we're going to continue to talk about the Ice Institute, and the reason why, folks, it's hard to believe, but it's a little more than a week away. Yes, that's right, the 16th Annual Dakota Angler Ice Institute at the Sioux Falls Arena Convention Center, November 8th through the 10th. It's hard to believe that time is fast approaching, but it is. The reality is there. So what I want to do is take this time to really give you some inside information to help you make the most out of your time while shopping at the Ice Institute. The first thing is tickets. A lot of times people will ask, will tickets be available ahead of time? And no, they're not. They're only going to be available at the door. The price is $7 per day or $15 for the weekend. Also, Sunday is going to be our special Veterans Recognition Day. That with the proper ID, all veterans will get in for $5. And by the way, we appreciate your service. The other thing is for kids, 12 and under, they're free. Above that, it will be the price of an adult. Now, as you enter the show floor, you will be given a wristband. As long as you have that wristband attached to your wrist, you will be able to come and go as you see fit. You buy a live scope or a shack or anything like that, and you want to take that out to your vehicle, you can do that and come back to the show. If you have to leave for lunch, if you have to leave to watch a kid's activity, you can do that and come back as long as that wristband is still on your wrist. So again, use that to your flexibility to move around the show floor and outside it as you see fit. Now, the other thing to remember is that wristband allows you access to the seminar room. We're going to have some fantastic seminars this year, speakers that we have never seen before. You know, we've had Brian Brosdahl before. We also have Matt Johnson, but we also have two gentlemen from the Crappie Chronicles. They're going to be unbelievable. Bart and Griff, they're going to be talking about various, doing two seminars, quite honestly, and we're going to be talking about crappies, pan fishing, anything that you want to talk about. Plus, they're going to be offering for sale the Crappie Chronicle Cookbook, the fish cookbook. It's something that is very difficult to get a hold of, but we're going to have them at the Ice Institute as they're doing their seminars. Now, the other one is James Holst. We haven't had James before. James is the former host of IDO. He's going to be talking about lithium batteries, mainly Norsk batteries. You go to that seminar, I can guarantee you, you're going to know more information about lithium batteries than you ever known before, because the way he tells the story and basically teaches you the ins and outs of lithium batteries. And by attending that, you'll be able to get this special discount on all upcoming marine Norsk batteries. So you're not going to want to miss that. His seminars will be Friday night as well as Saturday morning. Now, the other thing to remember is other things that will keep you, busy is the fact of all the different booths that we have in both rooms. In other words, we have vendors in the convention center side as well as the arena. Do not think that the show stops at the convention center doors. It does not. It continues on into the arena. And that's the beauty of the Ice Institute, is that I can bring in vendors that have inventory or tackle that you may have never seen before. And that the Ice Institute is going to be your only opportunity to buy it. So stop by each and every one of those booths and make sure you understand each one of them will have their own unique promotions as well as prices. So take full advantage of that. And I can guarantee you, you're not going to be able to walk through both the convention center or the arena within a couple of hours. We have over 140 vendors on hand, the largest institute that we've ever had, and some very unique and a much varied show floor than we've ever had before. So again, take advantage of that. If you want something cold to walk around, with our partnership with Beal Distributing, we're offering Natty Lights for only $5. As you well know, that as expensive as beer is out there at the convention center. I have no control over the price, by the way, but with this special promotion, this partnership with Beal Distributing, we're allowed to offer this at $5 for Natty Lights. So again, this is a great opportunity, folks, that whether or not you are the novice ice fisherman or the expert, make sure you mark November 8th through the 10th on your calendar, because that's the place you're going to want to be at, the Sioux Falls Arena Convention Center, for the 16th Annual Dakota Angler Ice Institute. If you have any questions whatsoever, you can give us a call at 605-336-9132, or you can go to the show website at dakotaangleriseinstitute.com. And now it's time to take a look at a few photos that you sent in to me this past week. And remember, folks, it never hurts to brag, so send in your photos. We'd love to post them each and every week. If you'd like your photo included in next week's version of the report, all you have to do is send it to me. Send it to Todd at dakotaangler.com. And if you've been in our store lately, you know that we're starting to switch over to a little bit more ice fishing tackle and kind of getting ready for the show. But we still have plenty of open water tackle, as you can see behind me, and everything is still available on our website at dakotaangler.com. If you can't find it there, feel free to give us a call at 605-336-9132, and we can take your order over the phone. But again, make sure you stock up on plenty of the Bandits as well as Reapers. We got the best selection around right here at Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Well, folks, that's this week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report for Dakota Angler. I'm the owner, Todd Heitkamp, and as we say around here, fish on! We'll see you next week. And again, thanks for watching. Stay healthy and always stay safe.